There has been a massive rise in chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and cancer over the past couple decades. Why is this? The root cause of many of these chronic health conditions is lifestyle, and many aspects of our lifestyle have worsened right along with this rise in chronic disease. Yet, the most powerful approach to reducing the risk of chronic disease often gets overlooked. Lifestyle changes, grounded in scientific research, can not only prevent these conditions, but in many cases, can help manage or even reverse them. In this video, I am going to share with you some of the most important findings from the Lifestyle Medicine Research Summit. This summit brought together leading experts who reviewed the latest evidence on how our daily habits can impact our health. They looked at hundreds of studies and then came together to develop practical, research-backed strategies that people can use to live longer, healthier lives. I am very excited about this because lifestyle changes reversed my chronic condition and really turned my life around. So much so that I changed my career direction towards lifestyle nursing and am now pursuing a board certification in lifestyle medicine. And I am excited to share these recommendations with you. I will be talking about the core pillars of lifestyle medicine. These are nutrition, physical activity, sleep, stress management, avoidance of harmful substances, and social connections. Making changes in any or all of these areas can make a big difference in your health, wellness, and life. This is not the latest fad, and you don't need to make drastic changes. What you want to do is to develop new sustainable habits that promote long-term wellness. So I will be focusing on how you can make these changes work for you in a way that feels like you can do it. My hope is that by the end of this video, you will feel more empowered to start taking simple, effective steps towards improving your health. And I'll be starting with nutrition. So what we eat really affects our health. I know it's a cliche, but you really are what you eat. The recommendations from the summit really stress the benefits of a whole food, plant-predominant diet for preventing, managing, and even reversing many chronic diseases. This doesn't mean that you have to give up all your favorite foods, but you do need to focus on eating more fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, seeds, and legumes while minimizing processed foods and animal products. Study after study has shown that a plant-predominant diet can significantly reduce the risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, certain cancers, and many other chronic conditions. Multiple research studies have found that plant-based diets are associated with lower levels of bad cholesterol, lower blood pressure, and lower inflammation, all of which are ways to lower your risk of many diseases. Diets focused around plant-based whole foods also provide beneficial nutrients like fiber, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that support overall health and slow down aging. There are ways to make these changes practical and sustainable for you. Start out by eating more plant-based meals. This doesn't mean that you have to go completely vegetarian or vegan overnight. Instead, start out with an 80-20 approach, where 80% of your meals are plant-based and 20% include other foods. Or even a 50-50 approach if that seems more realistic for you. Any movement towards eating more plants can make a difference. Small shifts like having a meatless Monday or swapping out refined white grains for whole grains can lead to better health. Variety is also important. Eating many different colorful fruits and vegetables will make sure that you get a mix of nutrients that support different aspects of your health. For example, leafy greens like spinach and kale have lots of vitamins A, C, and K. Berries have antioxidants that help fight inflammation and slow down the aging of our cells. Try to have a rainbow of colors on your plate. All these beautiful vegetable colors can make your meals look more appealing, but all these colors also mean that you are taking in a variety of phytonutrients contained in different vegetable families. These phytonutrients play unique roles in maintaining the health of our cells and preventing the oxidative damage that speeds aging. Another practical tip is to start planning your meals around plants. Start by filling half your plate with vegetables, a quarter with whole grains, and the remaining quarter with a protein source such as beans, lentils, tofu, or lean meats if you prefer. Using this plate model will help you get in more nutrient-dense meals. This guideline can be applied to many different cuisines and preferences and can make it easier to switch to a healthier eating pattern without feeling deprived. When putting together your shopping list, try to choose more minimally processed whole foods. Try to move away from the packaged, pre-made, and processed options that often contain added sugars, unhealthy fats, and excess salt that are harmful to your health. If you are buying packaged foods, look for those with ingredients you recognize and can pronounce. Avoid those with a long list of additives. Really try to prepare meals at home more often so that you can better control the ingredients and create dishes that are both delicious and nourishing. If you feel overwhelmed by the idea of changing your eating habits, start small. Start with simple changes like adding an extra serving of vegetables to your meals, switching from white rice to brown rice or quinoa, or replacing sugary snacks with fruits or nuts. This can all add up over time. You want to create a lifestyle that feels sustainable and enjoyable, not restrictive. Consistency is more important than perfection. Adopting a more plant-predominant diet is a powerful tool for promoting health and longevity. Even just starting with gradual diet changes can start you on the path towards great improvements in your health and a lower risk of developing disease, even those that might run in your family. It is better to start with small steps than to not start at all. Physical activity is another important part of a healthy lifestyle. Getting in some moderate to vigorous physical activity on a regular basis is vital for maintaining health and helps prevent and manage many chronic diseases. Heart disease, type 2 diabetes, arthritis, and even mental health conditions like depression and anxiety. Exercise plays a big role in both prevention and treatment. Staying active helps us feel more energized, helps us maintain a healthy weight, and improves how we feel day to day. So how much physical activity do you need to get exactly? The general recommendation for adults is at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic exercise, like brisk walking or cycling per week, combined with muscle strengthening activities on 2 or more days a week. But if you're just starting out, or this amount seems like a stretch, try breaking it down into shorter sessions, like 10 to 15 minutes at a time. And try to find activities you enjoy and can stick to over the long term. Physical activity doesn't have to mean hitting the gym and getting all pumped and sweaty. It can be as simple as taking a brisk walk in the park, dancing in your living room to your favorite music, or even things like gardening. What you want to do is keep moving throughout the day and avoid prolonged periods of sitting. Studies have shown that even light activities like stretching, housework, or playing with pets can contribute to better health, especially when they replace sedentary time. The goal is to create a lifestyle that naturally has more movement as opposed to viewing exercise as just an isolated task. Physical activity is also deeply connected to mental well-being. Research has consistently shown that regular exercise can reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression and improve mood and how well we think. This is because physical activity promotes the release of endorphins in our body that naturally lifts your mood. Getting that blood flowing also supports brain health by improving circulation and reducing inflammation. If you find it challenging to stay motivated, explore my channel for videos on how to build and maintain motivation so that you can consistently meet your physical activity goals. Really, the most important part is to just get started. Every minute you spend moving as opposed to sitting can make a difference. Start small and make movement a regular part of your life. Sleep and stress management are often overlooked, but both are important parts of a healthy lifestyle. Both can affect overall health, everything from mental clarity and emotional balance to immune function and chronic disease prevention. Let's start with sleep. Sleep is often seen as sacrificial and people often skimp on it. But regular, sufficient sleep is not a luxury. It is a necessity for maintaining good health. This means more than just getting enough hours of sleep. It also means having a consistent sleep schedule, getting deep, restorative sleep, and waking up feeling refreshed. Adults typically need between 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. This sleep needs to be uninterrupted and of good quality. Poor sleep has been linked to many health issues, including increased risk of heart disease, obesity, diabetes, and mental health disorders like anxiety and depression. So how do you improve your sleep? Simple habits like sticking to a regular sleep schedule, even on weekends, creating a calming bedtime routine, and creating the right sleep environment can make a big difference. This includes things like keeping your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet, and avoiding screens at least an hour before bed. The blue light emitted from devices can interfere with your body's natural sleep-wake cycle. If you find yourself waking up frequently or are having trouble falling asleep, consider techniques such as deep breathing exercises, progressive muscle relaxation, or guided imagery to calm your mind. Look for a link in the video description below to a course that will teach you how to sleep smarter and better. Next, let's talk about stress. Chronic stress is a major contributor to many physical and mental health conditions. When we are constantly stressed, it can trigger a cascade of negative effects on the body and cause problems like high blood pressure, digestive issues, increased inflammation, and weakened immune function. This is why managing stress effectively is an important part of staying healthy and preventing chronic diseases. First, it's important to understand that stressors are the things that cause stress. Actual stress is how our minds and bodies respond to these stressors. We cannot totally eliminate stressors. Life is full of them. But we can find healthier ways to respond to these stressors. Practices like mindfulness meditation, deep breathing, yoga, and Tai Chi are all effective in helping the body return to a state of calm and balance. These activities not only lower stress hormones like cortisol, but also increase the good mood chemicals in our body, which can help lessen the negative impact of stress on our health and promote a sense of well-being. Taking the time to develop a regular relaxation practice can make a significant difference. For example, mindfulness meditation involves focusing on the present moment and accepting it without judgment. This practice has been shown to reduce symptoms of anxiety, depression, and improve many aspects of physical health. A recent study showed that even just 5 minutes a day can lead to big improvements. So both sleep and stress management are important components of a healthy lifestyle. By prioritizing quality sleep and adding in stress-reducing practices into your daily routine, you can support your body's natural ability to heal, recover, and thrive. Remember, even here, small changes can lead to big improvements in your overall health and well-being. Avoiding addictive behaviors is also important for maintaining and improving health. Addictive behaviors like smoking, regular alcohol consumption, and the misuse of substances are major contributors to preventable chronic diseases. Changing these behaviors is essential for improving overall health and reducing the burden of chronic conditions. So let's start with tobacco. Smoking is still the leading cause of preventable death worldwide. It causes heart disease, stroke, cancer, and many respiratory diseases. Quitting smoking has immediate and long-term health benefits. Within just 20 minutes of quitting, your heart rate drops, and within a year, your risk of coronary heart disease is about half that of a smoker's. If you do still smoke, there are now many new strategies out there that can greatly increase the chances of quitting for good. There's nicotine replacement therapy, along with other medications, behavioral counseling, support groups. It often takes multiple attempts to quit for good, and that is perfectly okay. So if you have been unsuccessful in the past, keep trying. Alcohol is another area where moderation is key. While some older studies suggest that moderate alcohol consumption, such as a glass of wine, might have certain health benefits, excessive drinking is linked to a range of health problems, including liver disease, high blood pressure, and various cancers. Some more recent research shows that even a few drinks per week increases the risk of developing cancer and other diseases, especially over the age of 60. If you find yourself drinking more than this or relying on alcohol to cope with stress or emotions, it may be time to reassess your habits. There are many resources available, from counseling and support groups to mindfulness practices that can help you manage stress without having to turn to alcohol. The misuse of prescription medications and other substances can also be a problem. As you have probably seen on the news, opiates have become a major public health issue. Misusing these substances can lead to addiction, overdose, and death. For those who are struggling with substance use disorders, it is important to seek help from a healthcare professional who can help you. Addressing addiction is not just about quitting. It's about replacing these habits with healthier ones. Engaging in physical activities or finding creative outlets or practicing mindfulness and meditation can be excellent ways to manage cravings and build resilience against triggers. There is no one-size-fits-all solution, and it's okay to seek support and take it one step at a time. Positive emotions, meaningful relationships, and finding purpose in life are also key components for both mental and physical health. So first, positive psychology. Research has shown that positive emotions like gratitude, optimism, and joy can lead to better health. Practices such as gratitude journaling, where you write down things that you're thankful for, or setting aside time to savor small daily moments can improve your overall mental and physical health. Studies have found that people who regularly practice gratitude have better heart health, sleep better, and experience less depression and anxiety. Finding meaning and purpose in life is also important. Purpose can be defined as having a sense of direction and goals that give life meaning. Studies show that those with a strong sense of purpose are less likely to develop chronic diseases and tend to live longer. Reflect often on what brings you joy. Identify your core values and set meaningful goals that can help you cultivate a deeper sense of purpose in your daily life. Look for my videos on finding your why for more information on this. Social connection is also important. We humans are social beings at our core, and our relationships significantly impact our health. Strong social ties have been linked to lower rates of anxiety and depression, higher self-esteem, greater empathy, and even a stronger immune system. On the other hand, loneliness and social isolation can have a serious impact on health, even as much of an impact as smoking or obesity. Meaningful conversations, participating in community activities, or simply spending quality time with loved ones are all things that can provide a sense of belonging and emotional support and improve physical health. To increase social connections, consider joining a club or group that aligns with your interests, such as a book club, fitness group, or a volunteer organization. Even just reaching out to a friend or neighbor and catching up can make a big difference. And it's not about the number of connections, but the quality of these connections. Deep, meaningful relationships are the best type. So having positive emotions, finding purpose, and building strong social connections are the final elements of a healthy lifestyle that we are covering in this video. Paying attention to these practices can improve both your mental and physical health. Again, starting out with small steps can make a big difference. So start out with simple things like practicing gratitude, setting some meaningful goals, and connecting with others. Phew, we covered a lot of ground in this video, but all are very important parts of a healthy lifestyle. So I wanted to get them all together in one video. I will be diving into each of these in more detail in future videos. So if you want to hear more about that, please subscribe to my channel. Remember, creating a healthier lifestyle doesn't mean that you have to make drastic changes overnight. Starting out with small, consistent steps that fit into your life and align with your values can lead to better health. So start today with just one area, like adding more vegetables to your meals, or finding an exercise that you enjoy, or practicing mindfulness to manage stress, and build from there. Your journey to improved wellness is uniquely yours, and every positive change you make brings you closer to a healthier, longer life. So take it one step at a time. Be kind to yourself and celebrate the progress that you make along the way. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking it and subscribing to my channel, and share it with someone who you think might benefit from it. Thank you for watching, and take good care of yourself.